Hi. So today, I've been having a lot of people ask for something that is just a little less holding and linear and not so much weight bearing, and yet still feels like it's a nice flow practice. So this is one that I learned a long time ago. I need to get back to it because it just feels really good, and it's partially just coming from a place of movement and intuitive movement rather than trying to be perfectly aligned. So I'm not going to really say that much about alignment on this one because I want to give you the time to just move and not to pull this movement apart. When we're dancing, we don't worry about alignment. When we're fully present, right, with any activity, we're not going to injure ourselves because we are present, we are in our bodies. So my invitation to you here for this practice is that you use this movement to just be free in your body, to feel free in your body and not worry about holding and straining and breathing or not breathing. Just move and breathe in whatever way feels good to you. This is also good for people who are maybe, if you have clients, if you are a yoga teacher and you have some clients who you're working with to get them back into their body, people who have are in recovery, or people who have been traumatized in their bodies and they don't want to be in their bodies. It's nice to just get them to move without being so picky about alignment and without long holds. Those long holds can be too confrontational and can be just people don't want to be there for that long. So my hope is that you'll enjoy this. We are going to start standing. All right. So we're going to start, and I'm going to turn so that you're at the top of your mat. Your feet are however far apart you want them to be. Maybe a little wider than your hips though, just so you feel like you can find that looseness here in your posture. This is the opposite of linear yoga. This is goddess. It'll have some goddess elements in it. It'll have some moon salute elements. This is kind of my own hybrid of goddess and moon salutes. Everything that I've kind of learned, in my many years of doing this. So we'll start with the hands at the heart, just with finding your breath. While you're breathing, you're moving. We're not standing still, we're just kind of moving the pelvis around. And reversing the circle. And it doesn't have to be this movement, right? It can be whatever. And then just swivel the hips side to side. Keep breathing. I still like to engage with Ujjayi breath, but I'm not going to cue the breath as much as I usually do because I want you to just be able to move and breathe freely. I will remind you to breathe. You can also swing the pelvis back and bring it forward. And then with your arms down alongside your sides, you can either, I'll turn to the front to show you this, you may need to hang on to a wall, or you can try this without a wall, but open your eyes, keep breathing, and we're just gonna bring the knee up and back. It's a really easy swing. It's nothing we're doing where we're just trying to see how far we can kick back, right, and over arch. Just a really easy back and forth movement. Your core is gonna work if you're not trying to use momentum here. And then do the other side. Like I said, you can hold on to a bar or hand to the wall, or maybe if you have a chair. Like I said, I'm not going to give you too much feedback here. Just notice if you are overarching or trying to, overdo. That's not what we're doing. we're loosening our hips up because this has a lot of hip mobilities. We're asking a lot of our hips, and we're asking to mobilize those hips. We just want to warm them up. Good. And then release. Bring yourself back up to the top of your mat. Again, hands to your heart to begin with. Feel how much more alive your hips and your legs feel. Take an inhale to sweep the arms over your head. Again, you stay at the top of your mat. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. As you exhale, you're going to reach over to your right, so not mirroring what I'm doing, just over to your right. Then you're going to bend your knees and kind of circle around. So you're moving forward, then move to the left side and come up. Then we're going to go to the left, circle around and down, and come up. It goes without saying that you need a strong core here. As you lower down, you're going to probably want to exhale. As you rise, you're going to want to inhale. Over to the other side, circle around, all the way back up. Over to the right, circle around, and all the way back up. Keep going. To the left, and around to the right, and to the right, and around to the left. Do one more time. To the left, and around. Okay, one more time after this, so it's even. Down to the right, and back up. And then over to the left, and around, and back up. Good. Keep your arms up here. Take an inhale. Extend your spine. As you exhale, swivel your arms around and forward. Back and around and forward. And one more time. Back and around and forward. Bring your hands to your heart now, but now point your fingers down. So that the pinky edges of your hands are right at your sternum. Draw the shoulders down away from your ears even more. Maybe your feet are a little wider. Breathe. Start to feel kind of that breath of fire, right? As we move through this practice, you might feel like you're really churning up some energy, and that's great, right? Take one more deep breath in here. Really push the palms together. And then just draw those fingertips down so that your fingertips are reaching or rooting into the earth. Good. We are still at the top of our mats here. Take an inhale to sweep the arms up. And again, circle the arms. I'm sorry, this time we're going to sweep the arms up and then bring them forward. Around back. Do the best that you can. We all have, most of us by this time have some shoulder issues. I definitely do. But to the best of your ability, you're going to roll through that full range of motion. A few times, 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. Still at the top of your mat, you're going to bring it back in, bring the hands into prayer position, and reverse that prayer. Push palms strongly in, pinky edges of the hands are pushing into the sternum, shoulder blades are drawing down the back. Breathe, just keep feeding that inner fire. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to step to the left. So with our left foot, we're going to step out to the left. And now you will be facing the left side of your room. You are moving into goddess pose with your thighs bent, your heels turned in, and your toes turned out. Bend your elbows and bring them in close to your torso. Turn your palms face up and just hold it here for a moment. Gathering up that energy. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Now, just like we did with the legs straight, we're going to reach over to the right. I'm going to put my right forearm on my right thigh. And then I'm going to, again, circle around. Left elbow to left thigh. And come all the way up. Take an inhale to open up and an exhale. Reach it around to the left. Circle all the way around to the right. Open both arms out, inhaling. Exhale. Do that again. Over to the right. Circle around. Arms reach out. Inhaling. Exhale. And again. Keep this going in your own time and pace. Keep that going. Let's do one more time in both directions. Start to feel those core, especially your obliques here, and your legs, of course, right? And now we're going to lean over to the right into a side lunge. And without holding it, we're going to go right to the left. And then right back to the right. And to the left. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders and just kind of go side to side to the best of your ability here. And now this time we're going to take it over to the right. We're going to hold there. We're going to move the left sit bone down closer to the ground. You can, if you'd like to, bring your right inner arm inside the right inner knee. You can do your wrap around here, reaching your left arm around. You'll clasp your hands together. Hold here and breathe here. Flex your left foot. And breathe deeply into the lower belly, your dantian, your power center. Keep stoking those inner fires. Take one more inhale here. Unravel your arms. Bring the sole of your right foot inside your left inner thigh. I'm going to switch this so you can see it a little better. The sole of your right foot inside your left inner thigh. And you're sitting down, right? Onto your sit bones. Take a deep breath in and reach up. And as you exhale, we're going to lean over to the left. We will hold this pose for a moment. Take a huge breath in into the right side of your body. Exhale, dive just a little further. Inhale, come back up. And now reach away in the opposite direction. Now we'll just move through it. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up. Take it slowly. Breathe to support these moves. Flow, right? And I don't even try to count. I just do this. I just move. This is kind of what my practice has kind of become for me personally, because I just like moving in my body now. So I just do as many as I feel, feels good to me. Then we're going to add on a little bit. This time we're going to lift off of those right glutes and reach back as you lift the pelvis up. And then come back down and reach over with your right hand to the outside of the left shin and go into a forward fold. Inhale, come back up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale back down. Make this movement your own, right? I like to go way back sometimes to feel those lower obliques. But other times I just like to open to the sky, right? Do both. Two more. Goddesses are not subject to linear moves. Right? One more time. Let's do that one more time. And then we're going to come over and just hold this pose, dropping your left ribs towards your left thigh. Breathing into this pose. Embody this position. Take one final exhale here. And then we're going to roll over here back to where we were a moment ago, right? This time both hands are going to come down. Roll over onto our toes. Push down to your right foot and float your left leg to the sky for a little variation on standing splits. Because we're going to keep the chest open. Take an inhale here to lift that leg a little higher. And as you exhale, step your left foot in to meet your right foot. And now taking your hands to your shins, we're going to roll up as slowly as we can, kind of dragging our fingertips up the thighs. Roll the shoulder blades back. And come back to hands to heart center. Breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Again, as you breathe, you're stoking those inner fires. Remember that in this kind of a workout, in this kind of a practice, you don't need to ever stand still even. You can continue to kind of rotate in whatever way, or rotate your shoulders, or dip side to side, right? Whatever you'd like to do there. But take a few breaths. Now we're going to take that same practice to the left side. So now we're going to step the right foot back. We're opening actually to the right side. Okay? I'm not going to open to the right because you won't be able to see me. But you are going to open to the right. Right, so now you're facing the right side of the room. And as we do that, remember, we're going to step the right foot out and move right into our goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Hands are on the thighs this time. Push your hands into your thighs. Take a deep breath in this position. As you exhale, you're rooting down through your heels. Good. Take an inhale to sweep the arms up. And rotate around back behind you. Sweep the arms up. And rotate back behind you. One more time, inhale up. And back behind you. Inhale up. And this time we're going to bring it into hands to heart. Reverse that. Point the fingertips down. Stoke those fires. One more time, let's exhale, sit down a little more. Release the arms, bring them forward, right, and back around. Forward. No, I'm sorry, we're gonna go this way, like we're swimming, like you're doing the American crawl, right? All the way around. And then again, after a few times, again, as many times as you want, you can go a little faster than I'm going, a little slower than I'm going, but eventually you're gonna bring your hands to your heart, reverse that, and sit down a little deeper. You can be moving side to side. I highly recommend it. You can be circling the pelvis around and reversing that. All right, you can straighten out one leg and then the other here. Or isolate the hips. Or isolate your ribs. Whatever you want to do, move. Now, we step the right foot out, so we are going to move into that side-to-side movement here, right? Just like we did before. Keep that going, you guys. I'm gonna change the view a little bit here as we go lower. Moving side to side, and then bringing your hands all the way down to the floor, go even further. Fast or slow. Right, and so we're going in a circle here, right? Now this right leg is out to the right, or out to the back of the mat. We're going to head over to the back of the mat this time. We're going to sit way down into that position. Holding here. If you would like to, you're going to do that wrap around again. You can also just reach your arms out here. Two more breaths. One more inhale here. Now we're going to bring the hands down. We're going to sit down onto that left sit bone and bring your right foot in. Then I'm going to turn around. You're just still going to be facing the right side. Okay, so as you take that heel in, take a deep breath in and exhale over your left leg. And actually, we did that side already, right? Yeah, sorry. I need to switch because the right leg should be extending and the left leg should be out. In. I just have to check because I think I'm not used to doing this to the camera, right? Yeah, this is what we need to be doing. So the right heel is coming in and we're leaning over the left leg. And now we're going to come up and lean away. And come on up. And with the left leg extending, we're going to reach over the left leg. Come back up. And back over, away from the left toes. And back up. And to the side. So right now we're just going side to side, working the obliques. Do that as many times as you like to. Don't worry about the sit bone. If it wants to come up, let it come up. Now take it a little further. You're going to bring your right hand to the outside of your left shin. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lift it up. Or whatever, right? If the breath feels differently to you, please feel free to breathe in whatever way makes sense to you. Make this movement your own. And do it as many times as you would like to. All of these movements are stirring up that energy that sometimes gets stagnant in the dantian, in the lower power center, or second chakra. We're going to go ahead and come into this now, into this forward fold and hold here. Breathe here. Make sure you're not holding rigidly. One more time. Beautiful. Now we're going to rotate around. Come up so that you're on the pads of your toes here. Push down to the sole of your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Extending your spine. Take another inhale here. Lift the left leg higher. Exhale, step your foot in. Next to your right. Left foot next to right. Bring your fingertips to your shins. Use your core. And use that feeling of dragging up to kind of engage your core even more. We're dragging our fingertips up. The shins, the knees, the thighs. Roll the shoulders back as you inhale. Take a little baby back bend here. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center. And now you're facing the back of the room. Notice how you are feeling here. This starts to stir up stuff, starts to churn stuff up. Right, we're going to take another inhale. Let your body move however it wants to move. And now we're going to step the left foot back again. So we're going to bring that left foot back. We'll be facing the right side again. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bring it over and around just like before. Or you could go a little bit further. And this time, instead of staying in the goddess pose with your legs just staying bent, you're going to come down, all the way down. And then back over all the way to the other side. If you feel like that's easy enough, you're going to rotate all the way to one side. And then back over into the lunge on the other side. Inhale around. And exhale back. Yeah, keep that going. Go a little deeper into your lunge if you'd like. Abs are strong, of course. Churning up those goddess fires. Good, and then bring it back to center, straighten out both legs and draw your crown down toward the ground. Inhale to undulate. I'm going to turn around so you can see this. Inhale to undulate your spine forward. And exhale to fold it back in. Inhale to undulate forward. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, we're slowly unraveling. And exhale, ravel it back in. And one more time, inhale, slowly unravel. And exhale, bring it back in. Stay in this forward fold. See if your crown can touch the ground. Take one more exhale here. And then remember, I'm still facing the opposite side, so I'm going to be here. And I'm going to turn toward the left foot. Swivel all 10 toes toward the left. And as I inhale, I'm going to move into a lunge. And exhale into more of a scissors. Inhale into lunge. Exhale to scissors. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, do that as many times as you'd like. I'm going to do it one more time myself. And then I'm going to stay in this low lunge, slide the left, right foot back, and breathe. Make sure that we're not rigid anywhere here. Take one more inhale in lunge. And push down to your left foot. Bring your right foot up to meet your left, hold it in. Bring your hands to your shins. Drag your fingers up your shins toward the knees. Keep dragging up. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Hands to your glutes. Take a mini back bend. Here's your inhale. Exhale, maybe dive a little further. Inhale to rise up and sweep up. And now the right foot will step back to the right. Inhale the arms up. I'm going to show you the front view. Sorry about that. Show you the front view. Rising up. And exhale. Inhale, rising up. Hands in prayer position and then halfway down. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Right. Hands come to thighs. Now move into a straight. We're going to stay high this time, or do whatever you like. Right? Maybe my toes lift. And then maybe I want to go a little further. Maybe I decide to extend my spine. Right, so you just kind of move into what feels good for you. Something that feels like it is churning up that long, stagnant energy. 2 more times. Last time. We're going to bring it down. Turn your toes in. Bring your hands to the ground. Fold it in. Inhale to extend. This time, exhale to twist. Right arm comes up. Bring it back down. And left arm comes up. Keep your knees bent. And down. And back up. And then make these movements larger. Down, bend the knees. And back up and straighten. Down, bend the knees. Back up and straighten. Down, knees bend. Up and open, straighten. Do that as many times as you want to. Good. One more time. Let's do just one more of these. In both directions. Opening to the left. And then we're going to swivel it all the way around. Bend to the left knee and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Now go into your low lunge. Holding here. Do whatever you'd like to while you're holding here. Breathe in whatever way makes sense. Just make sure you're not pushing or forcing or tensing up here. So just soften. Abs are strong. One more exhale. Root down through your left foot. Drag your right foot in to meet your left foot and fold it all in. Bring your hands to your shins. Drag your fingertips up. Roll the shoulders back. Hands to glutes. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, go further back. Inhale, rise up. You're going to stay facing the back. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Now, I'm going to invite you to make up your own little routine. So we're facing the back of the mat. You can decide where to go from there. But play with it, have fun with it. Tomorrow you're going to feel, maybe even like right now, I feel very energized, very alive, a little shaky, right? But it feels good to not have to adhere to those linear principles that we have with so much of our yoga practice. At the end of that, so once you go through one more time, right, through both sides, one more to the left, one more to the right, then you are going to come down to the floor. You don't have to do this, but it feels good, right? You're gonna bring your legs out into a straddle stretch. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just like we did at the very beginning, go to the right. Drag your whole torso around and to the left. Go to the left. Drag the torso around and to the right. This in some ways reminds me of my dance class in the 80s. Around to the left. Only we're not pulsing, right? Even though we're moving more quickly than maybe we do in a regular yoga class, we are not pulsing. We're still moving through that full range of motion. And all of these movements are stirring the pot, right? Stirring that goddess power center. Make it your own. Maybe make it larger. Maybe make it faster. Maybe start to whip your hair around while you're doing it, right? Whatever makes sense to you. Do that a few more times. And then we're going to come back to center eventually. And just let yourself kind of settle. Your body still moves side to side as the hands come down. Think about stirring that pot. Think of your spine as a spoon that is stirring the pot of the pelvis. And now begin to circle your rib cage around and forward so that the hips are fairly neutral, but it's your rib cage that's moving forward, side, back, other side, and then reverse that. Stir the pot in the other direction. Good. And then maybe we sweep the arms up and go to the right, and up and to the left. Really whatever feels good to you, right? We're still stirring that pot. And after a few of those, maybe we take the hands behind us and open up and round. And open up and round. We do that a few times. And if you feel like it, if you feel like you have the flexibility and the openness, we could even reach up and dive forward. And come back up and reach back. And come back up and dive forward. And up and reach back. Please move and breathe in this way. Smaller movements, larger movements, whatever you'd like to do. Eventually, I will recommend that you take, once you have done that, you can do that for as long as you like. And eventually, you will want to roll down onto your back. You're going to open up into a really wide star position here. Right, so we're not in that line that is Shavasana, really just spread out. You can even make your body asymmetrical, right? So we may want to maybe have one knee bent, your head off to one side, whatever. Right? And then you could say, all right, now I feel like going to the other side. So we're not just holding still, even in Shavasana. We're finding a pose that really feels good in the moment. And when it stops feeling good, we change. And we move, and then we hold stillness until that doesn't feel good anymore. We start to learn that our body likes to move and breathe and be free. Please notice that most likely you feel very, very energized and very calm at the same time. As we end our practice, I'm going to invite you to bring your breath and your attention into this dantian, your second chakra, lower power center, the home of your gut, your raw emotion, your raw intuition, and decide that you're going to reclaim this part of your body. And after taking a few deep breaths into your belly, you can let the effort behind your breath drop away. Notice that maybe there's a part of your body that's tensing up. Move through that tension to massage it out. And for just a few more moments, remain in this lower second chakra area. Think about an orange fire. And you stoke that orange fire for just a few more moments of your practice. I invite you to stay there as long as you would like. I invite you to move as much as you would like. And that's just a basic routine that you can do at any time. You can also add on to it. Once you know it, you don't have to watch the recording any longer. Your body, I'm sure, is much more graceful and fluid than mine is. I still think of myself as that dancer when I was on the dance team when I was in high school. I'm a little older and stiffer now myself. So please feel free to make these movements your own and just feel into what that feels like to be more fluid, more graceful, to not be thinking that you have to stay linear, right? Or stay in alignment all of the time. When we are present, we are not going to injure ourselves. When we're enjoying ourselves in our bodies, we tend to be present. So please have a wonderful rest of your practice if you are continuing to move. And please have a wonderful time making up your own flow. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Namaste.